I had never been to a Hebridean island before, and I was amazed at the scenery, and in particular I was amazed at the single track roads. I had never seen anything like it on the mainland. They really were quite unique. So a crowd of us actually came here in 1969 as spectators, and that lit the fire for us. We had to come back the following year and do the rally, and we enjoyed it so much that we went on to do the rally a further 38 times. There are so many crests and so many dips and so many corners that it makes it very, very difficult to rally at any speed at all. I always felt really quite nervous, even although I had done the rally more than 30 times. I always felt better once I got to the top of the East Bray, out of Tobermory, up the steep hill to the roundabout, and I would relax then and feel, okay, this is it. The joy of driving your car as fast as you can over these roads is just excellent. It's a great feeling. To set a decent time on any of the stages on Mull, you need to be very, very fast at the very fast bits. And that's the only way you'll do a good stage time, is if you're absolutely flat when it's possible to be absolutely flat.
Left max for 100 after lay-by, nips in but okay to brake, dip crest long and 5 right over bump opens.
The Mull Rally would provide the BRC with one of its toughest challenges of the season. 148 competitive miles lay ahead of the contenders, mostly in darkness. Leading the BRC crews away into the rain-soaked opening stages would be Matt Edwards, but it would be a dramatic start for the 2 times British champion.
Left tight is too late, don't. Opens flat 5 long for 100.
What happened there?
Jesus. Where's she going?
Despite the damage, Edwards fixes Volkswagen Polo at the side of the stage and will rejoin with 13 minutes lost.
Driving well, but not like full commitment, I'd say. But it's good. Car feels great. It's just getting my head back in gear after a bit of a shock. So.
Leading the BRC title chase heading to the island, Ocean Price would be doing all he could to maintain his slender gap in the standings. However, 17 brutal stages lay ahead of the Welshman, and he'd need to call on all his experience to keep his Polo R5 planted on the unforgiving stages.
Yeah, we've enjoyed it a bit more now. Still trying to use our heads. We're not taking any of the big dips and everything flat out. We don't need to, so we're still sort of enjoying ourselves. We're trying to experiment and learn a bit more about the car, because it'll always come in handy in the future. So we're just using our position wisely and doing what we need to do.
Junior BRC contender William Crichton would find himself second BRC crew after Edwards' opening stage off, and would take his Fiesta Rally 4 to some really impressive stage times in the treacherous conditions. However, clutch issues would be cause for concern on the opening leg.
A push!
another junior to impress on the tricky island roads. Battling with brake issues, Beatson will be chasing Crichton down overnight, sitting third after the 5th test, albeit 5 minutes down from the leader Price. Well, let's take a look then at the Beatson's Mull Rally leaderboard after leg 1. It's Oisin Price who leads the way from Will Crichton. In third is John Morrison. In fourth, Finlay Beatson. Fifth is Alistair English. And in sixth, Donny McDonald. Seventh is Guy Pearson. And rounding out the top 8, well, that's James Boland. Price would start the second leg with a healthy 12-minute margin to teammate Edwards. Despite the benefit of daylight, conditions remain typically brutal throughout the second leg. Price was also enjoying an overall rally podium fight against the experienced locals. The conservative drive can be just as challenging as fighting for a win, and he couldn't afford any mistakes. Gosh, things obviously changing around in the front. You're up to second, making some changes to the car. Well, lots of changes. Are they working for you? Second place. That's, John's off and Paul stopped to the stage there.
Well, the mental approach is paying off for here. That's me.
With Crichton's clutch issues solved overnight, the junior ace was back on form and setting some blistering times in his 1-litre Fiesta. Putting many more powerful cars to shame, Crichton was still second overall in the BRC and leading the junior fight with over 1.5 minutes in hand as the daylight drew to a close.
Yeah, it's getting dirtier the more cars that go through it, so yeah, it's definitely getting trickier, but yeah, clean run for us and glad to finish the second leg.
Orford's finest, Finlay Beatson, was comfortably in second place in the junior BRC, but he would be hunted down for vital BRC championship points by Matt Edwards.
Right to the 60, tightest 5 in over crest at posts. Continues to crest jump. Left max for 100 and lips late to slow crest down to the 2 right, late in over the crest jump. Go 3 left minus long to right. Small brow 5 right.
Blistering daylight drive from Edwards saw him close the gap to second BRC crew to just 3 minutes as the event entered its final overnight leg, making up a staggering 10 minutes since his opening stage off.
Awesome. It's just relentless, absolutely relentless from red board to red board. It's just mega. I think we've done as much as we could this afternoon. I think we gave maybe 5 or 6 back with a half spin earlier, but we've pushed pretty hard.
And this is how they look then after leg 2 of the Beatson's Mull Rally. Oisin Price, still the man who is leading the way from Will Crichton. Finlay Beatson sits in third. Matt Edwards, remarkably, up to fourth. In fifth, Alistair English. In sixth, it's Gary Pearson. Seventh is Eamon Kelly. And in eighth, it's James Boland. The battle for national honours on Mull would be less clear-cut in the BRC top flight. Alistair English would be enjoying a prosperous return, leading the national charge from the midpoint of the event. However, he would not emerge from the final service of the rally. Entertaining the Mull crowds, Jason Black manhandled his impressive Toyota Starlet to an amazing early lead. The two-wheel drive machine would sing across the valleys in fine style, only for a series of punctures to drop him down the order. Gary Pearson swapped his Skoda Fabia for a Mitsubishi Evo on Mull, but would suffer brake issues on the longer tests. Well over 2 minutes down at one point of the weekend, Beatson and co-driver Neil Burns overcame a trip into a field to fight back through the pack and take their second win of the season. As the rally entered its final leg of the weekend, darkness once again descended over Mull. 4 gruelling stages lay between Price and his first BRC win since 2013. Running second for much of the weekend, Crichton could afford to relax over the closing stages of the event, and with junior BRC points the main focus, he did all he needed to do. Third place in the overall BRC, well, that was an additional reward.
Delighted to get maximum points. Really tricky event, you know, with the fog and the rain last night and tonight again. But yeah, good rally. A couple of problems with the car, so big thanks to the team. They kept it going for us and did a great job all week.
The drive off the rally, that would come from this man, Matt Edwards. Recovering from an uncharacteristic off on Friday night, Edwards and co-driver Darren Garrod stormed through the remaining stages from almost last place overall to second BRC crew home.
Yeah, I mean it's almost more special to have done what we've done than to have had the pace like this all the way through. I think I really had to dig deep, you know, on the first night, and to have driven how I felt I drove today, all day, you know, with that sort of thing on the line was, you know, it's pretty special.
Keeping an R5 on the Mull roads is no easy feat, but Ocean Price and Noel O'Sullivan did everything that was asked of them over the weekend to take Price's first BRC win in 8 years and O'Sullivan's maiden victory, strengthening their BRC title hopes in the process.
My heart's still somewhere in that last stage and my brain's somewhere else in the rally, you know, but yeah, it's we came here with a job to do and we've made the most of the point situation. Full joker points as well, makes it very interesting for the championship, but you know, like I was saying, the work really starts now for Cambrian and Ulster, so yeah, let's hope we can keep this winning streak up.
So the overall classifications at the end of a thrilling Beatson's Mull rally. Ocean Price takes his first win in the championship for 8 years. In second, the drive of the rally from Matt Edwards. Third, and first of our juniors home, it's Will Crichton. Fourth, another one of our juniors, Finlay Retson. In fifth, the first of our nationals, Gary Pearson. In sixth, it's Eamon Kelly. Seventh is Jason Black. Rounding out our top 8, it's Kyle White. Well, what does that all mean then for our championship standings? Well, Ocean Price stretches his lead over Matt Edwards to 16 points. Matthew Wilson and Rhys Yates still remaining third equal. Sam Moffat is in 5th. Josh Moffat is in 6th. Keith Cronin 7th. Tom Cave in 8th. In our junior British Rally Championship standings, Eamon Kelly leads the way over Will Crichton. That gap now down to 10 points. Finlay Retson sits in 3rd place. Kyle White is in 4th. Brian Brady 5th. Jason Dixon sits in 6th, whilst Rory Bell remains in 7th place. And Johnny Mulholland, he's in 8th. Just 2 rounds remain of the 2021 British Rally Championship, and we now head back onto the gravel of the Cambrian Rally in North Wales. We look forward to seeing you all there.